It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm talking... It's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time. Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. The Brown Bomber Joe Louis. His fight against Matt Schmeling, one of the most important fights in the history of this fine sport.
It'll be ding-ding from first brother off.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, an iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the one and only Brown Bomber, Joe Louis.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. The courage on display here is incredible. Big whiff with the right hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Joe Louis in trouble. Apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now he's got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. No rest for the weary. You don't want to trade shots. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter.
Get your mind back on the job.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. He misses with that straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Insane action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent.
On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of these earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter punch caught him clean. Beautiful counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweep.
Back at it in round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Hold it right there. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Missing with that right hook. Nice counter shot. Misses with that uppercut. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's...
Same again.
On to the fifth we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Looking to land the hook. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? The straight right just misses. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a...
What are you doing? Come on. You're switching up.
Here we go in the sixth round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? The Brown Bomber in some trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Did you see that? Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Got out of the way of that right hook. The straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
He's too tired. Okay, focus. Big deep breath. Calm yourself.
Great work. I love it. That's slick.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the straight left. That counter shot lands. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Well done with that counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Through the straight left, but it won't score. Failing to score with that right hook. Lucky that hook didn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
You gotta get out there and win this round, kid.
Great work. I love that. That jab's slick. So just keep pinpointing it.
You wanna win this fight? Right. Now listen, kid.
I said, start just sticking.
And we enter the 8th round. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
And he scores with the counter. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Oh, and Joe Louis is hurt. He is hurt. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Incredible work rate. The Brown Bomber in some trouble. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.